Hi people, welcome to Blue K Jazz Dance in the Dance Lab. One of the key things I'm working on is a project called Rock, Rebirth of the Call. And that project's around me writing and sharing information around UK Jazz Dance from a free piece perspective. UK Jazz Dance is an umbrella term, it's a commercial umbrella term for UK underground jazz dance lifestyle cultures and movements. I've been part of the lifestyle, the cultural movement for 45 years from its birth till presently, to its rebirth again. I've been around, do you understand, from its beginning. I had two older brothers that were involved in it. I moved with older peers at the same time with younger peers. I've very much been an activist, an artist, an ambassador, a coach, a mentor, producer, director, preserver, very much a archiver and preserver, because what happened was 99.9% of video footage or any film footage has been hidden. So that's where preservation really came in. It started in 81 but really pushed ahead in 86. Had some setbacks because I had robbery in 1991, the worst time as an individual. I had equipment, I had my own video equipment, I had my own AV department. I spent hundreds of pounds and thousands of pounds in getting my own equipment to document actually black dances, and the connection between UK jazz dance was not actually the connection between reggae and UK jazz dance. The fashion, the clothes, funk, soul, migration of people, talk about migration, immigration of people, how we as an African diaspora people, West Indian culture came to me Irish and Scottish through one, religions. My dad was a Catholic, my mum was a Catholic, my dad was Pentecostal. In the Catholic schools, what do we learn? What would you see? We see Irish dance, Scottish dance. We saw that and learnt it. Do you understand? And so that's similar what happened in the United States and happened in the Caribbean. Certain cultural groups by religions get together and certain dances happen. Then what happened, they have their own festivals where other people see other cultures. That is how I learned a lot about dance. I learned a lot about Western dance because one of the key things, black dance was not actually done in my school. I brought the dance into the school as part of my pastime, and other dancers, particularly females, wanted to learn my dance. Now, when I was at school, freestyle disco dancing was the rage. 1973 to 83, I taught hundreds of people disco dancing as an individual, hundreds. And I had great times traveling abroad. I went to Spain in 1978, was like a celebrity. And when I came to London in 1980, it was the second time I'd come to London as an individual. I was working in London with my father at 15 years old as an interior decorator. I taught hundreds of people how to dance, met loads of different cultures at festivals, parties, carnivals. And then what happened, I went away in 81, I went to Lake District, met different cultures there, taught them how to dance there. And then I went to Germany, won loads of competitions. So all the places I went, how I got to be known was, first there was competitions around to do with disco dancing, freestyle disco dancing. And freestyle disco dancing was one of the greatest things that I could ever involve myself, because it really brought me out as a person from my school life to my outside school life. Do you understand? And what was brilliant about disco dancing incorporate everything from martial arts to ballet. I mean, you've seen so many people just drawing everything, tap dancing. It was just absolutely amazing to see. And what happened on television, it was a big thing, and it was global. Very much EMI, an organization that was very much into promoting disco dancing, really had that programs in television. It was huge. It was huge. That's how I really got the love of dance as an individual, as well as watching films and watching musical theatre. I wanted to be a musical theatre dancer, director, producer. That was one of my things I wanted to do as a hobby. And I started on that from 1972, creating my own play, The Adventures of the Swing Kid. And The Adventures of the Swing Kid basically was my love for jazz. My dad's clothes, I used to wear my dad's clothes all the time when he's not there. And then I secretly stole his clothes and started to wear them till he gave me them after a while. Individual, because my dad had his original 50s clothes. And in the UK, what was huge in the UK, people don't understand, dressing up has been a huge thing. Be in the slums, be in the rural communities, be in the suburbs of cities. One of the greatest escapisms I think all kids were very much encouraged to do was to dress up, because they had toys like you know, you being a Red Indian, you being a doctor, you being a policeman. They had all these outfits. People put on outfits to go to the picture house on a Saturday. They were the type of costumes that we had, and it's a shame them things are not here no more. We were brought as the imaginative children. So the imaginative children, 48, 50, 60s, that time DIY, just after the war. These are the new things that people did, because a lot of people, some people didn't have a lot of finances. So what happened, home entertainment came big as a business after the war. So those who came 48, 50, 60s, I talk about the imaginative, making kites, crafts in my home, dressing up, as I said already, listening to music, playing music. I started to play music from the age of 4 years old. I had private lessons in the slums of Moss Side, Manchester. So many pianos. People made great assumptions around the slums, and this is where my project Rock comes up, because anywhere I've gone, first of all, unfortunately, my dark skin back in the 60s, 70s, people made great assumptions that I got to be done. That's the first thing, okay? But my clothes really